Hi, Scott.
Hello.
How are you?
I am doing fantastic.
Great.
My favorite football team won on recording day. Wasn't
College team.
college team. It wasn't pretty, but they won. That's all we can ask for.
It's a W nonetheless. I
Yes.
believe they are now bowl eligible.
They are, yes. So that's exciting. And I'm
Yes.
happy we're recording.
Yes. Okay, first of all, let me ask you. Of all the times that we have been to Walt Disney World, what has been your most memorable dining experience?
That's a hard question because we've had so many really good dining experiences. So this is staying true to just Disney World, right?
Correct.
Okay. The first one that popped into my head was the first time we saw, what's the current Epcot fireworks show? Luminous?
Mm-hmm.
The first time we saw that while sitting in
Stan and Helen.
Stan and Helen's.
Okay.
Just because we had such a good view sitting in our little booth area. We had a good view, great dinner, and we didn't know what to expect from getting it at fireworks time, but it worked. Well, we kind of knew what to expect, but not being able to sit right down by the windows, we didn't quite know what we were getting into, but we could see the things you needed to see. We actually heard the music better than you probably do outside. So yeah, that one is always one I'll remember for a long time.
Okay.
How about
So
you?
honestly, I think, okay, so I have a tie.
Okay.
There's two. Our table service experience at Morimoto Asia
Yes.
at Disney Springs, and also at Disney Springs Haleo.
Yes, that was such a good night too.
That was a great night.
Yeah.
So, well, with those things being said, and for those of you that have been listening for any length of time, first of all, thank you and welcome back.
Yes.
But we're gonna go foodie bougie with this episode.
Ooh, I like foodie bougie.
I know. So let's jump in. Everybody grab yourself a bougie cocktail if you wish, a bougie snack if you wish, and let's get ready for our bougie Walt Disney World food crawl.
Hey, welcome to Hanging at the Hangar Bar. I'm Scott.
And I'm Candace. We're here to chat all things Disney as child-free Disney adults. Stories, snacks, and a little magic along the way.
Grab a drink and get comfy and come hang out with us.
Welcome back, friends. Thanks for joining us again at the Hangar Bar. You are here with Scott and Candace today, as usual.
As per usual.
As many of you know, if you've been listening for any length of time, we are a bit on the bougie side.
Us? No.
I know, staggering facts.
Yeah.
Facts. But we're going to go over some of the ideas that maybe you could do if you wanted to do a little bit of a bougie dining crawl.
Okay, so this is all about, like, we're going to go through some of the bougier places that are existing. Are these all places we've been, or are you suggesting things we might want to try as well?
I'm suggesting some of both.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so we're going to look at where we eat, sip, and vibe our way through the most indulgent spots across property. But I think we should also, if there's things on this list that we have tried that we feel would better exemplify the bouginess that is our standard,
Okay.
we talk about it.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. So, as many of you know, the crawl is sort of a journey from one place to the other. We've done progressive dining, specifically at Disney Springs, which was a whole ton of fun.
It was.
Since that happened, we've been to a few places that I would like to add to that list.
To the, like, Disney Springs crawl. We're not in California.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. One of those might just be to Chef Art Smith's homecoming to get a squeeze bottle full of moonshine.
Make that your pre-dinner drink.
Well, not all of it, but your while dinner drinking, because there would be no way that I would be able to remain upright and coherent
Yes.
if I slammed all of that before
before we went to get appetizers.
Yes.
Yes.
And we've also been through a couple of lounge crawls on a monorail track. So this is kind of going to be a combination of all of it.
Yeah. And I think sometime maybe another idea for an episode is we should plan out what would be an ideal Skyliner crawl.
Yeah.
Maybe even starting in Epcot.
Yeah.
Have your first drink / whatever in Epcot, and then do not a monorail, but a Skyliner crawl to all the places that you can get on the Skyliner for drinks and food and that kind of thing. So that's another episode. Let's not get distracted.
No, but I'm just going to put this out in the universe now because having been on the Skyliner and some of the more memorable moments of that journey for me, I would not want to be too inebriated.
You'd have a lot more fun.
Either that or a lot more terrifying.
Whee! Why are we stopping?
Go. So let's dive right in.
Okay.
Our first stop is going to be at the Grand Floridian. So we're starting off strong.
Okay.
And we are going to go to the Citrico's Lounge or the Enchanted Rose.
We've not been to Citrico's.
We have not. And so our first stop in the Grand Floridian, because if you're going to start a bougie crawl, start where they have $20 martinis and gold everywhere. So we have been to the Enchanted Rose.
We have been, and it's a great bar. We've not been inside. You've been inside the Enchanted Rose.
No, I have not.
You sat outside both times?
Yes.
Okay, because we were with a group. There wasn't enough table space, so we actually ended up sitting outside, which was a fine experience. Great.
Right.
But I want to be inside.
And
sitting at the bar,
Right.
sitting at a table in the bar, whatever.
And before it became Enchanted Rose, we were actually there when it was Meisner's.
Were we?
Yes. On one of our trips. And we did sit and have a cocktail and then went back to our resort because we spent like $47 on 2 drinks and it was a lot.
Yes.
Do you remember your favorite thing at Enchanted Rose?
I only had one thing, and it was their seasonal old-fashioned.
Which was kind of Christmassy and it was mid-February when we were there.
Yeah.
So winter, yes.
It wasn't my favorite old-fashioned,
Okay.
but it wasn't bad. I think there's other drinks that I would like to try there.
Mm-hmm.
But the vibe of that bar is just really good.
Yeah. And their light bites, like their lounge bites, are
Right.
super good. I like the sausage croquettes.
Yeah.
Those were delicious.
We had a
and
flatbread there too, didn't we?
somebody in our party did. I don't think that I ate any of it, but
I don't remember.
somebody in our party did.
Yeah.
But I also liked my espresso martini with the shot of Chambord
Yes.
in it. That was delicious and a good twist. All right. So anything else about that?
Not about the Enchanted Rose. I'm looking at the Citrico's Lounge.
Okay.
It looks like you can get the full menu in there
Oh,
as well, because like entrees, they have the oat grilled filet, the togarashi spiced cobia, like full on $50, $60 entrees at the lounge.
okay.
So I'm sure it's connected in some way, but you usually think the lounge is not set up for like full menu, but
Right.
this one looks like it is. So depending on what you want in your bougie crawl, you definitely could get it. Like, folks, this is truly bougie. There's a $15 sweet corn bisque on the menu.
Sold.
A cup of soup for $15. This
Sold.
place is bougie. They also have Royal Osaterra caviar, an ounce of it for $150.
Cool. I'd rather have the corn soup.
Airy sturgeon caviar, 1 ounce for $125 if you're a caviar person. But yeah, it looks like a really delicious menu. Truffles and pasta as an enhancement. And then it's a fancy place when their dessert menu includes cheese.
Oh, it's one of those places.
They have an artisanal cheese selection on the dessert menu.
Which is appropriate for
Right.
Europe.
Right. And just looking at the cocktails, I'm always a little weirded out by a fancy place that has pineapple daiquiri be the first thing on the drink menu.
That's weird, I guess, but okay.
But they have other things like a 212 Manhattan, a Blossom Martini, an 1806 old fashioned. So it fancy. Like, so if you're going on a bar crawl, like, I don't know why we didn't do Citrico's Lounge on our monorail crawl. Was it closed?
No, I probably don't think we knew about it.
Okay. Because that's a second bar in.
Mm-hmm.
And side note, getting completely squirrel moment, I saw pictures of the Grand Floridian lobby. Looks like they're installing a bar in the lobby.
Yes. Yes.
So that'll be a third bar at the monorail bar crawl. I wonder if they're kind of starting at those monorail results, leaning into the people that are doing that.
I would think so, probably, because it seems like that's what a lot of people go to Disney for anymore is crawls.
Right.
And things like it's not in a park. You don't have to go to a park to do a crawl.
Yep.
And it's something that adult groups can do together.
Right. And I'm going to spend more money on that crawl than I would on a day in the park.
Yes.
Like, as expensive as park tickets are, you get me 3 bars in each of the monorail results, my guess is it's going to be a higher price than a ticket into the park. And Disney's going to make more money off of it because they have like one person in each bar serving me.
Right. And
versus having to staff an entire park full of people.
right. And like pennies for what they're actually using
Right.
to make you a $15 drink.
Right. Yeah. They like that money.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Anybody would like that money.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
It's on the list.
All right. So our next stop then is over at the Polynesian.
Okay.
And this has 2 choices, but I'm going to add a third based on our last trip.
Okay.
The choices here are Trader Sam's.
Not bougie.
Not bougie at all.
Yeah. Like if we're going bougie crawl, like that's different.
Right. But that's the suggestion.
Okay.
Or Tambu Lounge, which is a bit more bougie because you're paying $15 for a Lapu Lapu.
Right.
However, with the presence of TVs and children and
It's more of a sports bar-y type feel.
kind of, yeah.
And being right outside of Ohana, it's loud.
Yeah, in the open lobby, it's just loud and kind of obnoxious. Where I would suggest is over at the Wailulu Grill, over at the new Island Tower.
Yeah, so are you thinking the outside bar? Because there's also another bar in that new tower.
Mm-hmm. Which we have not been to.
Right, but we've been to the one outside, the I'm using air quotes pool bar. It's not a pool bar, but it's in that area. It's an outdoor bar with good views of Magic Kingdom and that kind of thing. So yeah, that one felt bougier to me than either of the ones in the Poly.
Yes. Yes, and it just felt elevated to me.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would necessarily say bougie. However, ahi tuna nachos are pretty bougie.
Right, and it didn't feel as bougie because we were there at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Right, evening may be
Right.
a little bit different experience.
Yeah. Nothing really, no bar feels bougie at 2:00 in the afternoon. No outside bar feels bougie at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the bar inside is like a carbon copy of that.
I don't know.
With the same menu and that kind of thing.
We'll have to go back and find out.
Shoot.
Let me book the trip.
Right.
So, because we've been to Trader Sam's, we have been to Tambu Lounge, we have been to Wailulu. What would you recommend?
Like to eat, drink? So if you're going to go to Trader Sam's, I think you have to get one of the specialty cocktails.
Yeah.
Just so you see what the bar does.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I have dreams about the tacos that we got in Trader Sam's. The pork tacos.
Oh, yeah, those were good.
Yeah, those were delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Those ahi tuna nachos were delicious.
Amazing.
Of the things that we got, that was my favorite thing.
100%.
Of the things that we ordered. The wings were okay, but the tuna nachos were delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think drinks are just so subjective. Like, I'm always going to gravitate towards the bourbon forward cocktails just because I like that flavor. But that's the thing is, my bouginess steers me away from things that are pre-made. So on the menu, you can sort of tell the pre-made things.
Yes. Stay
away from those if you want to go bougie. They have fantastic bartenders there, but they have things that they know are quick. Your your Bahama Mamas, your Ocean Breezes, your all of those kind of things are probably going to be in some sort of a batch.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you actually see them making them from scratch and that's really your jam, I would go to
A craft
a
cocktail.
craft cocktail that they're making for you, so you can specify what you want in it, what you like. If you like it to be a little more bourbon forward, or you like your old fashions a little more sweet, can you add a little more simple syrup? Or if you like it a little less sweet, say, hey, can you take that out? Can you add some extra bitters? Hey, I know you normally use orange bitters. Can you add some chocolate bitters? I'm in a mood for that today. All of those things are possible with fantastic bartenders. That's we're
Disney
being bougie.
bartenders are fantastic. And I'm going to go out on a limb here because you know me and my comfort zones and sticking with what I know.
Yes.
But and we've talked about this before in reference to the cruise line where it's safe to try things that you've never tried before because they're going to take care of you if you don't like it. That does not stop at the cruise line. It's Disney anywhere.
Right.
So, with that said, what I will say is if you don't think that you're going to like a cocktail, try it anyway.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like that Bananas Foster old fashioned that you had. I'm not a bourbon forward individual. I would order one of those
Yep.
because it was so good.
Yes. Yeah. And you're on a bougie crawl.
Yeah.
Go for the bougie cocktail.
Yep.
We're not talking money on this one for a reason because you're going bougie. Money doesn't matter.
And if bougie to you means a glass of champagne, have a glass
Have
of
at it.
champagne.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Ready to move along?
Sure.
All right. So now we are going to the contemporary.
Okay.
Another 2 options here. We are going to the California Grill Lounge, which is not really a lounge so much anymore as it is 12 bar stools that fill up quickly, especially before fireworks. And I'm going to throw Steakhouse 71 Lounge into this as well.
Okay. I don't know that I would call Steakhouse 71 Lounge bougie. But
I would from a cocktail standpoint, not
okay.
a food standpoint, but a cocktail standpoint.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the vibe at Steakhouse 71 is more laid back.
Mm-hmm.
Like both in the restaurant and in the lounge area. Like the reason why I think it to me it doesn't necessarily qualify as bougie is we had on our monorail bar crawl, we had a great experience hanging out in the lounge where we thought we were just hanging out in the waiting area. Like we thought we were just like sitting down waiting for a table in the lounge and then they brought us menus.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't feel like a lounge unless you're right at the bar.
Right. It actually feels like a living room.
Yeah, a little bit. It feels like a waiting room to get into whatever the experience is going to be, which is fantastic once you know what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
And like the little tables there, it was great. Don't get me wrong. I would go back and do that with that same group of people again. We had a great time in that little lounge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I don't know that I would consider that to be bougie, but you're right. The cocktails definitely are. They're craft cocktails. And then California Grill, it's bougie.
Is it overdone, in your opinion?
It's over the top for the sake of being over the top now. They now do they're raising the price on it too.
Of course they are.
They now do a 3-course select menu that starting November 7th is $100 per adult plus tax and gratuity. And that comes with an appetizer, soup, salad kind of situation, an entree, and then a dessert. Plus you buy drinks on top of that. It just seems like they're maybe they're trying to live into the California chic aspect of it a little bit. Yeah, like they're trying to go almost too bougie for what it is.
Yes, I would agree with that, and I'm noticing something, and I don't know if it's because of my age advancing or because I'm just getting to the bougie point where I don't appreciate experiences that are expensive without having the experience and the service to match.
Right. Expensive for the sake of being expensive, so you can say you ate somewhere expensive.
Right.
And that's what California Grill, even when we went there the first time with Lacey, is kind of what it felt like to me.
Like, we can say we've been here, so we're fancy.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not.
But again, we're talking about a bougie crawl, and it's definitely bougie.
It is,
I think it's just a little overdone.
but it's a new money kind of bougie, not so much an old money kind of
I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
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 Agreed.
Okay. Ready to move along?
Sure.
Okay. So our next stop is Epcot.
Okay. So we are going into the parks.
We are just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Okay.
We are going to drink around the world, of course,
Okay.
but we're going to do it fancy. For example, we're stopping at the champagne shop in France. We're talking limoncello in Italy.
Okay.
We're talking sake in Japan.
Right.
We're talking maybe even the Cava experience at La Cava del Tequila.
Which is something I really want to do at some point.
Okay, it's $180 a person.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep that in mind. I want to do it sometime, I agree, but
Yeah.
we're just putting it out there.
Yeah. It's not a cheap experience. And probably when you get done with it, you're probably not going to be saying to yourself that was totally worth it.
Right.
Because you probably get, what, 4 or 5 tastings
Mhm.
for $180?
Stuff to go with it.
Right.
Then you get a pin and some other stuff saying, ooh, I did this.
Right.
But, and then I will also add to that, without question, GO82.
Yeah, as soon as you said Epcot, that's right where my mind went. That is right now the bougiest place on property.
And the thing is that it lives up to it.
Right. I shouldn't say it's the bougiest on property because they still have Victoria and Albert's. But
Yeah,
GO82 is bougie.
it is. But as I was just mentioning a few minutes ago, it feels like old money bougie
Right.
and not new money. I don't know how to handle it bougie.
Right.
But that is the kind of bouge that I will do all day long.
Yes. 100% agreed.
Mm.
And all the drinks that we had there, the food that we had there.
I still have dreams about that pecan olive brittle.
Right. We need to go back and just try more of that menu because everything looked so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we were saving room for lunch. Whereas I would probably go in and be like, this is our midday meal.
Or all day meals.
Right.
I mean,
If we can't get there for an evening time, like that would be my meal, even though it's all bar light bites.
but you do enough of it and you're
Right.
done.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah. Yes.
okay. And I will say that, one of the big pulls in the France pavilion on the regular is the Grey Goose slushy martini situation that they have there normally.
Right.
But I would probably sign a petition if I could to get them to put that French thing, martini thing that we had at Festival of the Arts with the Grey Goose and the Chambord and the cranberry juice.
Yeah.
That slushy thing that we had with the bread bowl of cheese.
Yes.
I think they should put that on their regular menu.
Yeah.
I really do. Because that was phenomenal.
Yeah. Agreed.
But yes, if you've ever wanted to try Dom Perignon and didn't have the money to drop on an entire bottle, you can get single pours of that in the champagne shop.
Yes.
So just pro tip.
Go be bougie.
Yep. Bougied up.
Yeah. You don't think about the theme parks and being bougie, but if you're going to do it, Epcot is the place.
Yeah, 100%.
You almost got to go into Animal Kingdom, though, too.
Nomad Lounge.
Nomad Lounge and the restaurant.
I will agree with Tiffin's.
Yeah.
Being bougie and Animal Kingdom. Nomad Lounge is far too laid back to be bougie, but it's kind of like Steakhouse 71, where it's like classic, old style,
Yeah.
comfortable, bougie,
Yes.
not pretentious bougie.
Yeah, so let's add Tiffin's onto the list of bougie
Okay.
on the bougie crawl, because it definitely is.
Oh, it is so good. So good.
Yeah, it's bougie on the verge of pretentious.
But not without due cause.
Right, exactly, they deserve it.
Mm. All right. And wrapping up our crawl,
Okay?
we are going to Disney Springs.
Okay.
And I am going to fight this one a little bit. We've not been to either one of these locations that it's suggesting,
Okay.
but I'm going to fight this a little bit. The suggestion that it has is the boathouse, which we've not been to.
Bougie, yes, from what we know of it.
Yes. Wine Bar George is the second. And I would agree with that because of the wine flights that they have available and the by the ounce pours and that kind of thing. I would also probably throw Haleo on there.
Oh, 100%. Like, there is so much bougie in Disney Springs.
Hmm.
Haleo, Wine Bar George,
Morimoto Asia,
Morimoto Asia, Enzo's Hideaway,
the Edison.
the Edison. The Edison is pretentious.
Probably without cause.
Less cause than some of the other places,
Yeah.
for sure. But, yeah, you want to have a bougie night, you can definitely do it at Disney Springs.
Hmm. STK, from what we understand, is bougie and stupid.
Yeah, STK is pretentious with absolutely no cause from what we've heard.
I beg your finest pardon. What are you doing?
Right. Yeah, so many people, like, I don't know why it's as popular as it is. It's a chain steakhouse.
Right. I think it's one of those things where I can say I went here. Like, I have enough money so I can say that I went here, but okay, so you went there.
Right,
I'll go spend that same money somewhere else and have a better time.
right. And probably better food.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if STK is your jam, we're not here to yuck your yum.
We'll just judge you.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's all good-natured judging.
All right. So that's the crawl.
It's a good one. We put a lot of places on there. I don't think we can do that in one night.
Not soberly and safely.
Or stomach capacity and safely.
Yeah. I mean, that's like if you just had, you could do that over the course of a trip.
Right.
Like have one stop per day and then.
Yeah, use this as kind of your guide for a bougie trip to Walt Disney World where you only want to do one park day.
Mm-hmm.
2 park days. We suggested 2 parks. So you have 2 park days,
Mm-hmm.
which if you think about it, the 2 bougiest of the parks are Animal Kingdom and Epcot.
Yes.
So let's call this your bougie Walt Disney World trip.
Mm-hmm.
And
With that said, where are you staying?
you almost have to stay at the Grand Floridian, don't you?
Do you though?
To truly call it a bougie trip? Maybe.
I don't know. Yacht Club?
Yeah. Yacht Club is very, very bougie. And we didn't even talk about any of the food options in Yacht Club. Our breakfast spot is pretty bougie.
Ale and Compass?
Yeah, Ale and Compass is pretty bougie.
You also have a steakhouse over there that
Yeah,
I
the Yachtsman.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we've not been to that either, but I've heard Yachtsman is like light years better than STK.
I can only imagine that it would be.
So we need to put that on our definitely do list.
Yes.
Maybe next time we're staying at Beach Club / Yacht Club, we get a reservation there on an off day.
Yeah.
So we can save up stomach room for it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And that's the thing is if you think about all the different fancy pants resorts, they're all just a touch bougie. Even Old Key West. Like the resort itself is bougie. There's no food there that I would call bougie.
Olivia's is not bougie.
No.
It's good food,
Right.
but it's not bougie.
But the whole complex itself is bougie.
100%.
So, yeah, if you're going on a bougie trip, you have to stay fancy pants resorts.
Deluxe all the way.
Yeah. And then I think, but I like the idea of the yacht club for staying for this trip, because that gives you Skyliner access to a couple different places. And I don't even know what's the restaurant that's atop of the Riviera.
Topolino's?
Topolino's, another very bougie place that we need to put on our list.
Yes. We need to bouge it up, sir.
Yeah, we're falling down on this bougie traveling to Disney World thing.
You just say the word. You just say the word, ask the right questions. I will take care of the rest.
Yes, I understand how that works.
I'm glad.
I know how to ask better questions now.
You had a fabulous time.
I did. Yes, I did. And so, yeah, like, don't take this as the end all be all of bouginess, because like,
Nope.
as we're sitting here talking, I'm thinking of more and more places. Like the Topolino's Terrace is Italian food that, from what I understand, is equivalent to like Palo level Italian food. Different regions of Italy, I think.
Right.
But still that level of cuisine at their nighttime. And then they have a fantastic breakfast.
Character
Breakfast.
in their cute little artist outfits.
Yeah. So there's just so much that you can do when you're trying to be a little bit fancier. Like, that's what people think. Like, there's so many people that I think of Disney World as this place where you always have to be on the go. And it's always just shorts and t-shirts, and it's just theme park after theme park. I think there's people that have a picture of what I think Universal probably is about Disney World, when you could go spend a week at Walt Disney World and never set foot in a park and have a bougie-ass vacation.
Golf.
You could go golfing. You could... so many good places to eat. There's museum quality stuff that you can go do during days. And you, without leaving property, you could literally have a bougie trip without going into a park.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Now, especially since we're talking about it. I would kind of like to plan a trip to Walt Disney World. Emphasis on the not in the parks.
Right.
Not that I'm not ever going to want to go into a park, but have that be secondary as opposed to exploring some of the other things that are available.
Right. Yeah, maybe that can be our next trip. But I don't think we go to Florida. Living in Nebraska, I don't think we go to Florida without going into a park or three.
Oh, no.
But maybe it's a long enough trip where you have a day in each park, but you also have matching days not in park. Like, maybe you have day in park, day off, day in park, day off, day in park, day off, and then leave.
Or day in park, 2 days off. Day in park, 2 days. Damn. This is how it happens.
Yes, I understand. This is how you move into Walt Disney World.
Speaking of the ultimate bouge,
Yeah.
let's talk Golden Oak,
Yes.
shall we?
Get yourself into a house, a $5 or $10 million Golden Oak house.
Which, speaking of, you can support us on Patreon.
For as little as $4.99 a month. $4.9 million a month.
Yes.
That will get us into Golden Oak. So if any of you listening happen to be our rich friends.
Yes, if you support us that way, we will put a brick in the pool with your name engraved on it.
Yes.
And you can come visit that brick.
Yes. Anytime that you want, within reason.
Yeah.
One of the perks of being a Patreon subscriber.
Yes.
At the highest level.
The highest level.
Yes.
That's the bougie level.
Yes.
Super bouge.
Oh, that's too funny.
All right.
Yeah, sounds like a fun time.
Yeah. So if you have done a crawl or something like this, or ever thought about planning a crawl, what did we get right? What did we get wrong? Jump onto our socials. Let us know.
Let us know of bougie places that we need to plan on, because we've not been to them all. And as we're sitting here thinking of them, we're like, oh, what about this? What about this? You might know places that we don't. Come out to our socials and let us know.
Yeah. Or if you've taken a quote unquote regular experience and plussed it to make it a little bit more bougie, let us know that too.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for listening. As always, we appreciate your support. We appreciate you sharing with your friends. And
remember, there's always a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
And we'll see you real soon.